Hello everyone, welcome back to Loren, the Amazon princess. And we helped Hammer Hands, right? Oh yeah, now we're gonna go to Grand Tree or to Horus and defeat some of the, I guess they're sort of boss monsters? But I do want to go to camp. Loren and Eleanor were returning to the campsite and taking a route through the woods. Eleanor's ears perked at a sound to her side. She filed it in the back of her mind, but continued walking by Loren's side. Not too much further along, she heard the sound again. She paused. She tried to pinpoint where it was coming from, searching the trees as hard as she could. Another sudden sound, and Eleanor spotted a flash of green skin. A goblin wheeled from around a tree and placed a long tube to its mouth. Eleanor dove for Loren. Loren yelped as she was tackled to the ground. A dart whizzed dangerously past her, missing her by a hair. Eleanor? The goblin in the tree saw that he failed to hit Loren and tried to escape. Eleanor sprang up from the ground and took off after him. Eleanor was almost growling as she bounced through the trees, trying to catch up to the filthy goblin that almost assassinated her mistress. Using every trick that she had learned, she was able to cut enough corners to reach out and grab the goblin, and they tumbled to the ground. Goblin fought back. Oh, I've only got... She's gonna get into the first row anyways now, so... Oh no, actually not. Oh yeah, she did. Oh my god, can she do this on her own? Oh crap. He gets 2 anyways. No, not if I do that. Takes so little life, but yeah. Crap. Oh my god, how am I supposed to survive this? What? Can't survive this on my own. What? Okay. Load save game, because we are apparently not going to camp. Okay. Nah. Let's go here. Oh, I thought something would happen. Yeah, random encounter. Go. Holy moly.
Stand aside.
I don't like you, says Draco. Awesome. Cool. Here we go. The city of Horus was in flames. Wives screamed for their children to run to safety, and the men rushed to douse the fires that were destroying their homes. In the middle of the chaos were General Samael and a handful of Imperial soldiers directing the relief effort. Loren and Eleanor ran up to him. Are we too late? About time you showed up. Now maybe someone can save this city. What's left of it anyway. Who did this? Where are they? An army of orcs. We're able to turn them away, but they are circling back around for another attempt to raze Horus to the ground. Orcs, you say? An army of them? Demons. The word warranted a scowl from everyone in the party. How is that possible? The orcs are tribal creatures, like the nomads. Everyone looked at Amukiki, well aware that he had deep insight into nomadic folklore. It is known that clans unite under a single banner when a great hero presents himself. Sounds about right. They're being led by a foul barbarian who's probably the great hero you mentioned. Amukiki almost winced from hearing his people called barbarians, but in the company of orcs he could not deny that whoever led them was most likely worthy of the term. Does he have a scar over one of his eyes? Samuel evaluated the dwarven girl for a moment. He does. She went silent and turned away. Loren unsheathed her swords in the next moment. Then let's take his head and scatter these orcs across the plains. Princess Loren, is it such a good idea to rush head first into an army like this? You have to look for an alternative strategy, because meeting them on a battlefield will only get you all killed. There are too many of them, even for me. Are we just supposed to parley with those things? Don't worry, I will think of a plan for us. For now, we should help out the town. Loren nodded reluctantly, but then she did just that. Eleanor was left to come up with another way of stopping the orcs. She decided that she could start by talking to the party members, since some knew about who they were about to face. So now we should go to camp. Uh-huh. Because that went so well last time. No. You know what? I can't. No. This does not work. I don't have any items to use against him. Amazing. What happens if I do end? Game over. Alright. You know what? Yeah, I am gonna change. I need easy on that battle. What the crap? Still not gonna win. Okay, thank you. This might actually work. Normal? Not so much.
Does anyone need healing?
Thank you. Eleanor huffed over the goblin's body, wiping the blood from her cheek. She was proud of the kill, as it was not easy. No, it wasn't. Well, on easy it was easy, but on normal, not so much. She made her way through the trees and back to Loren, walking this time as she was exhausted from the chase. Loren was sitting on the ground, holding her arm. There you are! You ran off and left me here! I'm sorry. Eleanor saw the goblin's dart lodged in a tree trunk behind Loren. She walked up and pulled it out, studying its design. She sniffed it and recoiled. The dart was poisoned. Eleanor spun around. Why are you holding your arm? Is it hurt? Not really. Something grazed my shoulder. It doesn't hurt, but my head. Loren touched her temple and her eyes fluttered closed. Eleanor knew she had to react quickly. Loren, grip your shoulder as hard as you can for me. Why? Eleanor looked at her surroundings, quickly evaluating what was at hand. Please, just do as I ask. Loren grew scared and pinched at the skin above the wound. She watched Eleanor frantically run through the brush and pluck leaves from peculiar plants. Her vision started to double and her head lowered. How do you feel? Can you still hear me? I hear you. Eleanor fell to Loren's side and gathered her into her arms. She ripped open her water skin and poured water on the wound. Loren's head rolled into Eleanor's chest as she felt the overwhelming desire to close her eyes and sleep. "Stay with me. Loren, eat this." Eleanor shook her and placed some herbs she had collected into her mouth. "Swallow it. Come on, please." Loren had enough strength in her to comply. She coughed from the horrible taste, however. Eleanor gripped Loren's shoulder tightly to keep the poison from spreading after Loren's hand dropped to her side. Loren continued to struggle to keep conscious. She was urged to stay awake by Eleanor's constant beckoning. It felt like years before she could see or hear Eleanor's voice again, but Loren recovered. Her heartbeat returned to normal, and she even realized that she was intimately pressed against Eleanor, very unlike any royal princess. Loren sat up to Eleanor's elation. "You're feeling better? You're okay?" Eleanor took a few more moments to compose herself. She looked over at Eleanor, now fully aware that she just saved her life from something. "What just happened to me?" "You were poisoned. I killed the goblin responsible. Don't worry." "Poisoned? They're sending assassins after me now? But if I was poisoned, how am I still alive? How did you know how to cure me?" "Goblins are crude, and so are their poisons. Fortunately, I studied lethal substances, so I knew how to treat them. That's all." "You studied poisons? I thought you were a harem slave for my mother." Eleanor's eyes widened. "I was a bit more, actually." Eleanor told Loren about her experience under Breza as an undercover spy. She told her about how she was planted in a harem to root out a slave rebellion, but was kept in service for all matters of espionage, and even, in some rare cases, assassinations. Loren's mouth was stuck open listening to her tales. All this time she had considered Eleanor a mere concubine, and her mother's property. But she was so much more than that. And she just saved her life. Eleanor... Loren looked at her curiously. Eleanor shivered from the look, but not in fear. It was an unexpected pleasure to see an unguarded look from her mistress. She was not looking at her as a servant, or even a subordinate. For a moment, in her eyes, she was completely equal to her. Loren looked down and saw that she was still in Eleanor's lap. She jumped up and brushed herself off, but her head went dizzy from the after effects of the poison. Eleanor was there to give her a supporting arm. Loren said nothing about the gesture. "She's blushing." "I think it would be best if you did not tell anyone this happened. I do not want my mother to worry." "Yes, ma'am." Loren nodded slowly and made the motions to continue to the campsite. Eleanor kept a close eye on her and on the forests, so that this would not happen again. Loren's affection increased! Okay, let's just go back to normal. Here we go. I'm gonna talk to everyone. "Dora?" "Uh-huh? What?" "I'm sorry. What's wrong? You look nervous about something." "I ain't acting weird. You're just imagining things, I swear." "That's so? Then how come you knew the barbarian had a scar over his eye? You know something about him, and I need to know it." "I just know about him, that's it." "Is he infamous where you come from, then?" Her face contorted into a rare shade of anger. "Something like that, yeah." "What can you tell me about him, then?" "He deserves to die." There was a moment of silence after she said it. She meant her words entirely, and that took Eleanor by surprise. "Why?" "He's a murderer." She blinked rapidly and looked away. "So, of course. Did he kill someone you knew?" Her eyes lowered even further, and she drew in a shuddered breath. "Not just someone. Everyone." "What? That's..." I know, awful, sad, just downright unfortunate. If I waste too much time thinking about what happened, I'll just go crazy." "You have to tell me what happened." "Why? No!" "Dora, I have to know everything about him if we are to take him down." She was quiet for a very long moment, battling herself from wanting to help to get rid of the barbarian, but also not wanting to relive whatever horror he held for her. "He was just passing through. My family offered him our home, 'cause no one else in town wanted to. We gave him Papa's bed for the night. Then he wanted Papa's sword too. Papa wouldn't let him, so he just... well, what do you think? Everyone tried to stop him, but he was unstoppable. That's all that can be said. I'm hungry. She quickly wiped one of her eyes and left for the campfire without another word. From her tragic story, Eleanor learned that Krul was a dishonest person who only cared about getting what he wanted. And also that he was a frighteningly formidable opponent. Seeing those dark elves in the desert really puts an ache on my heart, you know. It don't feel no different than in Grimoire. The elves and dwarves get shoved to one part of town that's rotten, and ain't no one cares because they never see 'em. How's it go? Out of sight, out of mind? Yeah, that. I understand. Perhaps that's what the dark elves were attempting to do when committing crimes? Getting attention? Maybe the kidnapping, but the murdering is just stupid on their part. Ain't no one going to feel bad for you if you're killing them. Stealing, though, I think they're just trying to eat. No harm in that. I'm always friendly. It must be hard to find food in the desert. What could they possibly have to eat? Maybe they hunt orcs. That doesn't sound too appetizing. What you doing? Why? Are you gonna be busy between now and the battle at Neverburn? I have my duties. What are you asking? Well, there was this thing I wanted to do, and I knew you were the right elf to ask. What thing? Why me? Shh! Don't be so obvious. Sorry? Why not? No, I just don't want nobody to hear us. When I left Grimoire to follow your princess, I left all my stuff behind. It's been stolen, now I want to get it back. Who stole it? Those damn city guards. They ransacked my whole hideout. Home. There's only one thing I really want anyway. If you promise to help me go get it, I'll split it with you. Is it food? Don't be silly. I don't tell nobody or deals off. Dora looks over her shoulder and dashes away. You've acquired Dora's personal quest. Oh, we are going to do all those personal quests. Uh-huh. Oh, hi again. So, you are formulating a plan to rid Horus of the barbarian? Have you tried speaking with Amukiki? He is their kind. That's a good idea. Go get to it. What are Death Knights, exactly? Dark Masters of the Old Age. This is rudimentary. They are not one race or kind. They are the manipulators of death and dark magic that almost consume the whole world. Where did they come from? That is debatable. Many claim there is a god of Inferno who spawns minions, or even sons, as one might call them. However, my life's research has led me to another conclusion. Do you know of the theory of realms? Look who I'm asking, of course you do not. Listen closely, I will explain this once. Our existence is divided into different realms. They exist upon one another. One is for the living, the others are for the dead. Inferno is the realm of the evil dead. Wicked souls fall there. The other realm is for the pure. Elysium. Yes, the fabled Elysium. Between these two realms of the dead lies a limbo. This is called the Underrealm. It is the highest realm of the dead, and the door through which the dead can escape. Is that how the dead keep coming back to life? That is the only way. They crawl from Inferno into the Underrealm, or they never left the Underrealm. Those souls are Death Knights, the entities that live in the soul-twisting catacombs of the Underrealm and who have not made peace with their demise. The Underrealm creates Death Knights? It is a perverse place. Foss wears the armor of a great general of the old age, but he is no longer the same man. He has become a husk of himself. He lives on dark magic only, and his mind is tainted with the delusions such magic brings. That explains why you think dark magic is evil. Because it is. I'm tired now. You may pick up a book if you wish to learn more. Polymesha was busy with alchemy in his tent. Eleanor had seen him mixing potions the entire time he had been traveling with them, but he never offered one to anybody. Eleanor watched the old wizard silently as he poured a green liquid into a blue liquid, and then he took the resulting turquoise concoction and poured it over a shriveled brown plant in a clay pot. Polymetho stared at the dead plant so intently that he did not notice that Eleanor had crept up beside him. After a moment, the brown plant started to change colors. It lifted off its soil and raced to the sky. It turned green with life. You revived it? Polymetho jumped with a start and glared at Eleanor. You were intruding in a space I clearly stated was off limits. I'm sorry, but what were doing was fascinating. Is that a potion to help us recover in battle? No, fool. Recovers the soul from the depths of the underrealm. That would... Had a Polymetho found a cure for death? You will speak to no one of what you saw. How can I not? You've created a potion of invincibility. Not invincibility. You were to never know about this potion. I do not have to explain anything to you. You must promise to tell no one. I'm sorry, but my first responsibility is that to my princess and my queen. They need to know about this. Polymetho grumbled some more. You are an unfair creature. If I must buy your silence, then I offer you a chance to help me work on the potion in question. Why would that change my mind? I'm giving you the chance to work alongside the arch-wizard and a renowned alchemist. A princess compete for the honor on a regular basis. No, thank you. I shall give you your own brew. There. Is that what your types crave? Eleanor paused, as she was unfortunately tempted by the offer of a secret potion that could restore life. She could give the potion to Loren, the person who really needed invincibility. Yeah, you don't really know if it works on humans, so, yeah. But only if you keep your silence and you assist me. Very well. You must promise to keep your end of the deal. Polymetho eyed her instead of reassuring her. Prepare yourself for dawn's travel. You've acquired a Polymetho's personal quest! I want all the personal quest, all the personal quest, all the personal quest. Draco, please. Personal quest. What do you think of Krul? What kind of question is that? You're so forward. Just because he's a nomad, he'll be tall and have huge muscles and be handsome? He's evil, right? I can't think he's attractive. Not that I do, because that would be wrong. So very, very... You were asking about battle plans, weren't you? No, it's my fault. I will be more clear next time. I'm going to hide in a rock now. Bye! I feel bad for those dark elves. Don't you? Yes. Those poor elves. They don't deserve to be treated like that. Right? It's terrible. Everyone in the world is still set on picking reasons to hate each other. I don't even understand why. So true for our world as well. Everyone is so set on finding someone or something to hate. Like it's the meaning of life to find something to hate. If it's not who you are, it's where you're from or what you look like. Is that why you hide your ears behind your hair? What? Oh, right, you know about that. It's just easier to hide them than to explain them, not from the forest and yak. You know what I'm talking about. I suppose I do. Still, the world should be a place where no one feels bad for how they look or where they were born or anything else they can't control. I find it hard to argue with that. I hope one day that Aravorn becomes that place. Me too. I love elvish clothing and I'd kill for Empire cuisine. Why can't we love both? I see your heart's in the right place. Again, Draco is the best. Hey, best friend. Yes! Eleanor looked over her shoulder. Nope, Draco was definitely talking to her. Oh, hi. Can I ask a favor? Everyone else seems to. Great! Then I'll meet you in Horus. Sorry, what? Why? Do a favor for me. What am I doing exactly? Nothing dangerous. I just need you to pretend that you're my cousin. Eleanor went silent and just stared at Draco. Just for a little while? Tell me why. I need to get something from the Magic Academy there. The stupid heads kept all my stuff and they kicked me out. Eleanor raised her eyebrows. I don't care about most of it. I just want my good luck charm back. We're going off to war, aren't we? I need all the luck I can get. But why do I have to pretend to be your cousin? I can't go back to the academy. Like I said, they're stupid heads. Someone else has to get my stuff for me. A family member. I don't know. Please, please, I'll die without my lucky charm. You're so sure? I am. I'm dead meat. That charm is my only hope. If it matters that much to you, then... I'm now your cousin. Mother's side. You acquired Draco's personal quest? We're gonna get all the personal quests, yeah! It's gonna take a while to get all the personal quests, but, boom! You were deliberately undermining me. Amakiki went rigid in defensiveness, but said nothing. You know I'm right. You were overreacting. I have done nothing but try to serve the princess. You put her in danger. No, I saved it from her. You were wrong, and you should admit it. No, it's not. It didn't matter what I said. You just wanted to be disagreeable. That is meaningless. You are blind. Blind? You are already set in what you want to believe. You have not appreciated my presence from the beginning. That much is clear. No, you're right. I haven't tolerated you, but you've proven to be actually intolerable. Amakiki's eyes glanced down and saw that Eleanor had her hand on her weapon. What now? We fight? No. We're not gonna fight in our own party, excuse me. Eleanor, chill. You got a problem. You got a big issue here. Bigger than it should be. Eleanor swallowed and eventually dropped her hand from her blade. We do not have to be enemies, but I will not stand for what you did. She asked for my advice, not yours. You are paranoid that I'm not working in her best interest. You still think I mean to kill her and take that sword? No. I just think you're being disagreeable now. I'm tired of it. Advise me how to avoid offending you in the future, if that is all I'm guilty of. Yes, I plan to. You wish to know more about nomadic culture? Yes. Are the orcs truly similar to the nomads? In some ways. Not all. Orcs live in groups, like clans. But there are no real leaders outside of an alpha who gets his way. But I have seen separate clans fall under the authority of a single alpha who has not only strength. What else, besides strength? Intelligence. So, Krul has united these orcs because he's not only deadly, but smart? This is going to be much more difficult than I thought. You're considering battle with them. Our choices are limited. We cannot fight them all and plan to survive. I haven't forgotten. What do you suggest? Getting rid of the army. That is not helpful. However, it was. Eleanor was able to take her new knowledge of the orcs and use it to her advantage. If the orcs were following Krul because he was a great leader, she need only prove that he was not that great after all. Tensions were high since the news of the war. Amukiki seemed more aggressive towards Eleanor, most likely because she was an elf. I can tell what you're thinking. It's in your eyes, so you might as well just tell me. What? About the elves. About the war and how terrible they are. The assumption hit too close for Amukiki's pride. I'm not as harsh on the elves as you seem to think. I'm not from the Empire, so I was not raised to hate them. But they declared war on my home. They didn't. It was the demons. I'm sure that it is elves on the battlefield now, not demons. Romance. Eleanor felt stinging in the backs of her eyes and her stance weakening. So, that is how you truly see me. No. Makiki was silent for a long moment. He almost seemed flustered. I apologize. I have made too many judgments. You are right. Eleanor was a bit stunned from his sudden change of heart. because Amokiki was actually sincere. You really mean that? I do not say what I do not mean, but this is a complicated matter. It doesn't have to be. They looked at each other until Amokiki broke his gaze. You are a great warrior, and you are worthy of honor. You bring yourself honor instead by revealing this to me. Eleanor's lips twitched. Thank you. Amokiki nodded and left to think on his own. Amokiki's affection increased. I know I missed one Loren affection thing in the beginning of the game. I wonder if that means I can't get her to 5. Or maybe I can. Do you have a personal quest? The Archwizard called you the Bear. Where did you get that name from? What is wrong with my name? Nothing's wrong with it. I was just noting that it's interesting. I'm proud of my name. I chose to keep it when they forced me to take another. Who forced you? The Empire. My name reminds them of my heritage, and that bothers them. But it does not bother me, so I keep it. I am a bear, because I can't come from the clan of the bear. Pretty sure Amokiki means something with bear. Or just means bear. So, it is a family name? I thought you earned it in tournaments, because you had a strength of 1. Yes, that is how we were named. Why would your name bother people? Because nomads are barbarians. If I am to be one of them, I cannot be so. Yet you rebelled against that. Didn't you want to be a part of the Empire in the first place? No. Amokiki's jaw flexed as he resituated himself. My clan has banished me. Eleanor almost gasped, not expecting Amokiki to be disowned from a heritage he still so deeply respected. Why? I refused a woman that was given to me. More romance! You mean a wife? She was to be my life mate, as chosen by our clans. But you didn't want her? No. Did you know that if you didn't take her, you'd be exiled? Yes. What about her drove you from your people? It must have been important. Many reasons. I was too young, had no decision on my own. She was unimpressive. She did not belong with me. I did not feel for her as I should have towards a mate. But my clan was in debt to her clan. I was the gift, more than she. You were exiled, but you still consider yourself one of them? I do. Because it is clear I am not part of the Empire. You said before that you are a free man, but I wonder if that's really true. The gladiator did not know how to respond to the claim, unable to accept the idea, but it hurt as much as if it were the truth. He never managed to reply. Amokiki, what? Amokiki approached Eleanor and stared down at her. Yes? I require you. Sorry. Eleanor blinked and looked around. What for? You are the only one here who knows my truth. Your truth? That I was exiled from my clan. That's something you haven't told anyone? Not even a Polymesho? No. Eleanor suddenly felt honored, but unsure why she was allowed that information. What do you need me for? There's word that the nomads are fleeing the south. They've come north. They are nearby then? And you want to seek them out? Yes. For what purpose? You're exiled. You're not allowed to even go near them. Amokiki turned away with a grimace. I've asked too much of you. He was going to leave, but Eleanor stopped him. No, wait. I will help you however I can. Amokiki's eyes focused on Eleanor for a long moment. I'm prepared to travel at any time. I'll let you know. You've acquired Amokiki's personal quest! Yeah! So we have basically half of everyone left to talk to and get personal quests from, and hopefully romance Karen and Ray a bit. And yeah, but we're gonna do that in the next episode. So it seems like these 2 episodes this weekend, so to speak, it will be all about talking to people in camp, as we sometimes have, which is totally okay, because we need to do that sometimes as well. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you still enjoy, you know, getting to know the characters. I know I do, so. Otherwise, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Skip episodes. I don't know. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.